Well, good Saturday morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here and let's wake up the football gods. Oh my goodness, man. You know, I have been enjoying working on the Red Brick House. That place has come so far, and meeting the people who have been related to the house, it has been incredible. It has been heartwarming. It makes me realize that I've literally been on a mission to save this house for all of the memories and all the stuff that's been there. But unfortunately, there's only so much time in the day, and I have neglected you guys and the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm going to do a better job of balancing all that stuff starting today. I've got something new for you guys. All of you tailgate members and stuff, you are going to be getting something new to start the season. And all of the channel members, let me say that again, all of the channel members, we're just going crazy. We're going crazy here. When you become a channel member, you automatically, no matter what level it is, you get a shot glass. But I've had so many of you guys that have been channel members for years. And it's time to do something else nice for you. And that's why we're going to be sending you guys footballs. That's right. We're going to the stress balls. You know, if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, two things you need are a stress ball and a shot glass, because the Cowboys watching those games, they will stress you out and you might need a little taste to wash you down. Now, I'm not advocating to be an alcoholic or anything else. You can put whatever tasty beverage that you want in your shot glass, okay? It can be orange juice, okay? It can be iced tea, and you can take a shot. You know, it can be some like really hard lemonade, okay? Not as an alcohol, but lemonade, just like straight lemon juice. Your shot of your choice. So we're going to be working on making sure we take care of you guys, the fans. So this morning, you know, there's not a lot that's going on. I just got back home. I decided to wait till I got back here. We left this morning early, got my brother dropped off with some metal so he can get the duct work and stuff done. I got work to do in the workshop. Mike's got like some plaques. We got the Deuce Vaughn plaque that's in the making right now. And we're doing some prototype stuff for you guys. And I haven't had a chance to really dig deep, but something that caught my eye early this morning, okay, was listening to or reading an article from NBC Sports, okay, NBC Sports, Pro Football Talk, and they were talking about Dak Prescott literally has the Cowboys by the cojones again. And it kind of irks me a little bit when I hear about the article and the way they put it. Let me read a little bit from this and we'll deal with it as we go along. Dak Prescott had the Cowboys over a barrel in early 21 when he had them firmly over a barrel that year and was able to do a new deal that already put them over a barrel again in 2023. The Cowboys need to fix this contract now in order to avoid a potential salary cap disaster in 2024. Under the current deal, given its original structure and past restructuring, Prescott's will have a cap number of $59 million in 2024. That it's only 26.8 right now. So the Cowboys will need to redo the deal. They'll need to redo the deal far more badly than Prescott does. Prescott's other source of leverage comes from the fact that the Cowboys, as a practical matter, won't be able to tag him again in 2025. Thus, absent a new deal the next two seasons, Prescott becomes an unrestricted free agent. Okay, now, they do at least go on. The entire problem traces to the team's decision not to get Prescott signed to a reasonably robust deal after the 2018 season, which I kept saying, once Kirk Cousins got paid, I said, you need to run, not walk, and get Dak Prescott's deal done before Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson blew everything out the water with his deal at $35 million at that time, which now sounds like a really great bargain. And the Cowboys are in the same situation now. Now, here's the thing that's kind of crazy here. Let's look Exactly. Oh, forgive me. Turn the camera just a little bit here. I haven't been here, so, things get moved around. The thing is the Cowboys, you realize that his cap number is $26 million right now. I believe it was going to be 49 this year. But of course, they restructured it. That's why they have the voidable years, you dumbass. They're already using the voidable year, okay? Now, I'm not saying it's not advantageous for the Cowboys to get a deal done, but here it is. We haven't even got to this season, and we're already talking about, Dak Prescott's contract is a disaster. Understand that the Cowboys, look at the numbers they've paid Dak Prescott over the last 3 seasons. They restructured it to $17 million. They restructured it to $19 million. They restructured it to 26. So yes, you're looking at 59, but last year was looking at 49 for this year. You still have another voidable year that you can use for this contract. And here's the thing that you can say about Dak Prescott's contract and Dak Prescott as a player. Consistency. You know exactly it's not like somebody else who's only had one really great year and you pay them and think that they're going to be the same thing. There's a track record here. There is a track record with Dak Prescott. Now, it behooves the Cowboys to put an extension on Dak Prescott's deal because then they could go ahead and do something similar to, say, what the Eagles did with Jalen Hurts, where Jalen Hurts' numbers are really, really cheap. Because here's the thing that's kind of funny to me is there's always this sense of urgency that, oh, my God, the Cowboys screwed up with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott's contract right now is more team-friendly than some of these other ones. Look at Deshaun Watson's deal. Look at Kyler Murray's deal. These guys are in the same situation that they are with Dak Prescott. In fact, here's where I find, I want to almost cry bullshit because here's the thing that's kind of crazy is if Jalen Hurts goes the way of Carson Wentz, I'm not saying that he will, but hypothetically, Carson Wentz had his sophomore season where he played really good, got paid, and then was nothing. If you have a situation like that with Jalen Hurts because of the way they structured his contract, where he's a $6 million hit this year, 13 next year, 21 the year after, take a look at the amount of dead money that they have. If it ends up being that somehow he ends up not being good, you don't have an out until 2027. You are tied up at the hip for the next 4 years. I dare say that the Eagles are as much of a precarious situation as the Dallas Cowboys are, that this isn't something that's wholly the Dallas Cowboys' problem. And, as much as I hate Skip Bayless, I have to play this because this is where it just kind of gets to be really crazy. I don't know. Skip Bayless has become that angry old guy. Get off my lawn more than anything else, where he just seems bitter. And he goes through and he throws Dak under the bus, but then, without even realizing it, actually ends up creating the excuses for why the team didn't achieve.
NFL, who would you want? Robbie, I hate these questions. Yes, my Cowboys have a quarterback issue. I'll call it a problem. Mm-hmm. And yes, we are stuck with that problem with Dak Prescott. I hate this question because I can't replace Dak Prescott. No matter what I do, I can't do that. I don't play sort of figurative fantasy football. Okay, so if a genie granted me one wish and only one wish, I'd ask for Joe Burrow. Just because I'd take him as a little more consistent and a little more clutch than Patrick Mahomes. But obviously, that is not going to happen. Dak will be back at quarterback for my Cowboys, whether I like it or hate it or not. But this time, I believe his wrongs will be righted by the best defense in the National Football League. This time, on offense, I have a legitimate deep threat I did not have last year in Brandon Cooks. I have a healthier Michael Gallup. And I have a new electric toy to go along with last year's breakout running back star Tony Pollard, because we pulled off the steal of the entire draft, Deuce Vaughn in the 6th round, almost at the end of the 6th round. So, no, I don't have Joe Burrow, but I have a...
Well, after 12-5.
Okay, so, wait a minute. So are you saying that the problem was Dak Prescott or the lack that Dak Prescott? Because now I have a healthy, because John says, now I have a healthy Michael Gallup. Now I've got a new toy in Brandon Cooks. Oh, I'm sorry, a new toy in Deuce Vaughn. I've got a great receiver in Brandon Cooks. So wait a minute, which is it? Is it the problem? If your quarterback is the problem, then it won't matter what you put around him to win. Am I wrong? That's where I don't get it, Skip. I don't get it. I don't know if it's, you got Pat McAfee, who's now going to ESPN, who has, the new guy has the visions of changing things. When we all start something new, we all go in with great intentions of changing the machine. You date a guy that's got all kinds of issues, and the woman figures, I can fix him. I can change him. I can make him the right guy. And that's how we all go into those situations. And it seems like the situation, of course, is the crap on people mentality for views. And it's sad because I know in my own personal experience, if I do a video on Joe Boo's day job, great day at the Red Brick House, versus, oh God, the inspector said what? Or the inspector came down on us. Or, things are screwed up at the Red Brick House. Just a difference in title. I'll get twice the views. Because everybody's looking for negativity. Everybody's looking for negativity. Here's the reality. You can blame Dak Prescott's contract if you want to. But you had Dak Prescott as the cheapest starting NFL quarterback for 4 years. For 4 years. And I ask you, what did the Dallas Cowboys do? If money was the issue for the Cowboys paying Dak, then we should have been winning those Super Bowls before we did. That's all I'm saying. Dak is a good enough quarterback to win. Aaron Rodgers is a good enough quarterback to win too. But you have to understand, it's not only the quarterback. You got to have a team around him as well. Otherwise, Aaron Rodgers would be winning the Super Bowl every year by himself. But that ain't happening, bro. All right, good people. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I got to go out here, check on the fishies, make sure they're good to go. Check on what's going on in the workshop here. And we're going to make sure it is a beautiful day. I'm Mark Holmes, and, well, it's nice to be home.
Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report.